Hello. Okay, this is Mr. Mack-Poole, and the reason that I'm recording this video is because you are completing rather a trial on the aspect of organisation for a history essay. So organisation is something that often students fall down on, and usually it's because of time constraints. You only have 45 minutes to write what needs to be a concise yet thorough, developed yet to the point essay. So I do understand that it is a challenge. Okay. However, most essays are comprised of three parts. Okay. You have an introduction, a main, and what I would call an evaluative conclusion. Now, on your 45-minute essays for your A-level questions, you'll be asked to what extent do you agree or disagree with a point of view. Now, don't come out and write wholly for or wholly against something. So what you should do is write, you mostly or somewhat agree or disagree with said point. Okay, and then you get into your main. Now, this is really important here because you should have some balance. Okay, you should have some balance with your views. Now, the most sophisticated way to write this is that you have a central point. And what I would do is create a weaker argument and then a stronger counter argument. Okay, and that way you've balanced your essay. You're looking at both perspectives, but fundamentally you're coming out more so for one interpretation of history than another. You think one argument is actually more truthful, carries more weight than another, okay, of why something happened in history to an extent to your opinion. So a really good way to write your counter argument is to start with, however, conversely, on the other hand. Those connectives which show clearly it's a signpost that your argument is taking an opposite point of view. Now, depending on your time and how much you've written, you may wish to do this at least two times with two different sets of contradictory arguments. Okay, if you've got time, three. I mean, it may even be one really well-developed point. Okay. I can't actually put a definite spin on this because it varies from essay to essay, but you do need to write in a balanced style. Okay, that's very important for your organisation. Also, what I tend to think is important is that you write an evaluative conclusion. Now, as I said, you've only got 45 minutes, but I usually recommend double paragraphing conclusions for history because it's your last opportunity to give a substantiated point of view. And so what you do with your conclusion is that I call it the WAD, okay? Whilst, although, despite. Okay, now if you signpost a sentence with these words, okay, you start with these words, it shows that something else is coming. And that shows a balanced analytical mind. It also shows that you've analysed with a judgment in your main, but then you've made an evaluative conclusion. It's a very good way, okay, to get good marks for your organisation in your essays. And lastly, something I should have mentioned, what you can do after writing about a simple argument and counter argument is to come with a mini conclusion, a one-line paragraph, which shows the kind of judgment which you've arrived to after that balanced analysis. Okay, so writing a history essay is all about balance. It's all about balance and demonstrating that balance. And it's also about carefully layering and obviously organising your essays.